Hi everyone, it's beautiful Friday night here in Brisbane, and I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear lots of cicadas and crickets outside tonight, and I love that sound when I'm cooking. So no 90s dance music tonight. It's just going to be those beautiful night sounds. Anyway, tonight for dinner, chicken teriyaki, the Skinny Mixes version. If you haven't visited Skinny Mixes and tried some of her recipes, I strongly suggest you do. I'm not affiliated, but she's a really great recipe maker specifically for Thermomix recipes. Alright, so let's get started. First of all, we need to add in some olive oil, only 10 grams. There we go. Oop. And then our chicken. And then we're going to let that cook for 5 minutes at a high heat at 160. Okay, so that chicken is done. Just be mindful of steam. These get super hot. Oops, days. So that was at 160, and all I'm going to do is now decant all of that chicken into my thermal server so that it keeps it beautiful and hot. These thermal servers, if you haven't seen one or if you haven't got one, they're a really great thing to have. This is my old one from my 31. However, you can usually only get the thermal servers as a host reward, so just be mindful if you are hosting and you have a choice of something, maybe it's heavily discounted or for free, that you might want to consider the thermal server. I use mine all the time. All right. So next part of the recipe is to simply scrape down the base of the bowl. So if you look in here, you can see there's little pieces of chicken stuck in there, and we know that's going to happen because that's what happens when we're at 160 degrees with oil and chicken. And so after we've scraped that down, we actually don't remove the chicken from the bottom of that, because in that caramelization is beautiful flavour, and so we just want to loosen it so that it's going to pick up and spread throughout the rest of the meal, but we don't want to get rid of it. Okay, so then we're going to go in with our shallots, we're going to go in with our capsicum, we're going to go in with our carrots. I don't have snow peas, so I'm skipping those. And then we've got our broccoli. And then we're going in with 20 grams of olive oil again. Okay. Whoop. Oh dear. Okay, so the next step then is to cook that again at 160 degrees for 5 minutes. Okay, so now those veg are ready. They're looking pretty good. I'm going to pop them into the thermal server with the chicken. To scrape the base again, which we're going to do. So again, we're in the base at this, we've got a little bit of caramelization happening. Okay, and now we're going to deglaze that. So it's specifically asking not to clean the mixing bowl because we want that flavour to come back up through. Now it's asking for ginger and garlic. And in it goes. Runaway ginger piece of garlic, and then we're going to chop that 8 seconds, speed 7. Okay, so the next step is to add tamari. I don't have any, so I'm substituting with soy. We need 70 grams. There we go. Oh, a bit more. Oh, 69. That'll do. Then we need honey, 30 grams of honey. Let's see how we go measuring this one out on a Friday night. 30 grams we need. $50 it is. Not to worry. And then some gluten-free corn flour. Got that in here. And 2 tablespoons of water. This might just be a little bit sweeter than normal. And I know my kids will love it. Alright, so just while that's cooking, for the next few minutes, I'm going to prepare some rice vermicelli noodles. Because I'm going to serve this on top of that. Okay, so now that's finished, the beautiful sauce, and all we need to do is pour that over our chicken and our veg. It's in our thermal server. This sauce is beautiful and thick, and unsurprisingly smells quite sweet. Okay, so that beautiful thick, it's honey soy ginger sauce goes over the top, and I'm going to stir that around. All the way through, and then I'm going to serve that up. So I've got my vermicelli ready to go. Just give that a really nice mix so we don't get big, so that sauce can disperse all the way through the chicken and through the veg. I've left a little bit of the juice in from the chicken just so it stays nice and juicy, and so that sauce can also disperse into the water and give us a little sauce. Okay, so here is our plate. Let's serve up. Oh, what did I do with my tongs? Here they are. Let's serve up our vermicelli. Oh. Okay, there we go. Vermicelli. That's our base. Now, and we've got some beautiful veg. Get a little bit of that sauce from the bottom. Make sure that it's going through that noodle. That's looking pretty good. Gee, it smells nice. And then I'm going to pop a few sesame seeds on the top. I'll just sprinkle these over. And garnish with some fresh coriander. We are definitely coriander eaters in our house. And this is Skinny Mix's chicken teriyaki. I think we are going to enjoy that very much tonight. Have a good Friday night, everyone.